Hello everyone. In previous lecture we already studied types of semiconductor. Intrinsic semiconductor, extrinsic semiconductor, and extrinsic semiconductor again classified into the two categories, p-type semiconductor and n-type semiconductor. So in today's lecture we have to study p-n junction. In p-n junction, p and n are types of semiconductor, p-type semiconductor and n-type semiconductor. What is p-n junction? When n-type and p-type semiconductor material are fused together, the junction formed is called a p-n junction. Also we can say that when a pure semiconductor, silicon or germanium, half doped with p-type and half doped with n-type semiconductor, then there is a formation of p-n junction. Look in this picture. P-type and n-type semiconductor are fused together. We know that in p-type semiconductor, holes are the majority charge carrier, and in n-type, electrons are the majority charge carrier. Let us see formation of a p-n junction again carefully. See in this picture. In diagram, p-type semiconductor are indicated by a plus sign in circles. Already we know that plus circles indicate holes, and in n-type semiconductor there is a minus sign in circles. These indicate electrons. When n-type and p-type semiconductor are brought together, there is a formation of p-n junction. When p-type and n-type semiconductor are fused together, there is a formation of p-n junction. Now we have to study some more concepts related to the p-n junction. Depletion region and potential barrier. When junction is formed, some of the electrons from n-type cross the junction and combine with holes at near the junction. See in this picture, a dotted line indicate depletion layer. In depletion layer, there is an accumulation of positive and negative charges across the junction, which builds a potential difference across the junction. Dotted line indicate the depletion layer, and plus and minus sign to the depletion layer indicate potential barrier. Definition of potential barrier and depletion region. So see in this picture, dotted line indicate the depletion layer, and potential difference across the depletion layer is potential barrier. I repeat once again, the definition of a potential barrier is due to accumulation of a positive and negative charges across the junction which develop the potential difference, and this potential difference is called as a potential barrier, and layer is called as a depletion layer. The magnitude of potential barrier for silicon is 0.7 or 0.6 volt, and for germanium it is about 0.3 to 0.35 volt. Now we have to study the most important part, biasing of a junction. Biasing means applying the external voltage or to connect the external battery across the junction. Depending on that how the battery is connected, there are the two types of a biasing, forward biasing and reverse biasing. Let's start with forward biasing. Students, we know that battery has two terminals, positive and negative. When P region of a junction is connected to the positive terminal of a battery and N region is connected to the negative terminal of a battery, then junction is said to be forward bias. Similarly, in reverse biasing, P region is connected to the negative terminal of a battery and N region is connected to the positive terminal. See in this picture carefully the terminal of a battery. In forward bias, positive terminal of a battery is connected to the P region and negative terminal is connected to the N region. In reverse bias diagram, negative terminal of a battery is connected to the P region and positive terminal is connected to the N region. Means battery is reversed. I hope you understand all these concepts. So students, in this lecture we studied what is PN junction, how the PN junction is formed and biasing of PN junction. There are the two types, forward biasing and reverse biasing.